All right, welcome back, everyone. Time now for our community update with Appleton Mayor Tim Hanna. We just talked about it in the first block of news there. Northeast Wisconsin's first diverging diamond interchange.
Oh my gosh, sounds scary, doesn't it?
I know, everyone's like freaking out,
gosh.
but not really anything to worry about, right?
No, I've told people, you know, this is going to be way easier than those roundabouts.
Okay,
I guarantee.
Good.
They're a lot easier to navigate. It's just natural. There are stoplights, just follow the signals, and really a lot safer. Getting on and off the highway, you don't have to cross other lanes of traffic to do that. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it, and I think people will get used to it in a real big hurry.
Yeah, like you said, it has those traffic signals there. So again, that's at Highway 441 and Oneida Street, set to open next week. Nothing to panic about. All right, should be pretty
some people
easy.
thought it was like one of those figure eights.
Right.
You know, you got to watch.
And it looks kind of confusing too, but should be a piece of cake. Let's talk about the city budget now. You have put forth your 2019 proposed budget, and so where are we looking at? Is there anything in particular where some of the money's going towards?
I wanted to spend just a minute and talk about budgeting in general here in the state of Wisconsin, where local governments have one source of revenue to rely on, and that's the property tax. And the state greatly restricts what we can do. And people need to understand this, because as far as I'm concerned, and a lot of my colleagues around the state, something needs to change. So I had to put the 2019 budget together based on how much the city grew by new construction in 2017. All right, so I'm having so putting our budget together for 2019 has nothing to do with what the economy is doing today or the projects that we're working on. It has to do with what we did last year. And that means that we could only increase our budget by a little over 1.5%. Well, that's not even close to what inflation was. And so cities and villages all across the state are dealing with the same problem, and it compounds itself year after year after year as inflation rises. The state doesn't have the same problem. They rely on sales tax and income tax, which fluctuate with a good economy. And so well, we're not raising taxes. No, you're not raising the rate, but you're collecting more money because the economy's doing better. And doesn't it make sense that local government would have a source of revenue that really was more tied directly to the economy to help pay for things that we do? So we're going to be talking about this as municipalities more and more with the new legislature. I think there's a growing emphasis on something needs to change. And it's not going to get better. So it's tough to put a budget together, because you've got to take care of your personnel costs, you've got healthcare costs, you've got these costs that you don't have, other costs that you really don't have a lot of control over, and it leaves very little room for discretionary decisions. So we're budgeting the things that we do. You know, we're dedicated to meeting our mission, and that's improving the quality of life for the people that live in our community. And we'll do the best job that we can with the resources that we have. The
midterms are next week, and it's just so important to go out and vote. It doesn't matter who you vote for, what party you are, just get out and vote, right?
Absolutely. We've got early voting going on. The turnout's been very good. A lot of people visiting City Hall the last week or so. So that'll continue through the next few days, and then Election Day on Tuesday. So if you don't vote early, make sure you get out on Tuesday.
All right.
Cast that vote. It's really important.
Good stuff. All right. And Appleton ranked best small cities in America in the top 5%. That's from Wallet Hub, a survey. But what's that mean? I mean, one of the best small cities in the whole country.
Well, I think this one is interesting because it has a lot of things that they take into consideration when they rank these cities. And these are cities between 25 and 100,000 all across the country. And to be in the top 25%, they look at cost of living, housing costs, healthcare costs, quality of life, education, a lot of different dynamics that they look at. So when you hit that, you're in that top 5%. I think that says we're doing pretty well compared to other cities.
Right.
We all have things that we can work on, and we'll continue to do that. But I think our focus on really meeting the needs of the community and trying to enhance the quality of life for the citizens of Appleton pays off.
Yeah, it definitely does. And now they're ranked in the top 5%. And also to follow up with that, Smart Asset ranked Appleton number 18 in the country for top trick-or-treat spots.
Oh, gosh, don't let that get out.
But either way, nice spot to go and get some candy. Real quick, too, Mayor Hanna, you're going to be at a fire station today, number 3 in Appleton.
Yes,
Tell us about that. Some remodeling, right?
Well, remodeling, but the reason, that's not a big deal, right? You got to take care of your buildings. But we're going to be there because a citizen who brought, I think it was a Cub Scout troop or something to visit the fire station, noticed that we needed some work. And they knew that there was a program at, I think it's Home Depot, and applied at Home Depot, and Home Depot stepped up and donated all the materials for this remodel. And it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for this citizen paying attention to what was going on, and the timing happened to be great. So that's really what we're recognizing today is you love that community participation, people taking ownership.
Very cool. So that'll be kicking off later on this morning from 10:30 to about noon. All right, Mayor Hanna with the City of Appleton with this community update. We always appreciate the time. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Got to check on your spooky Halloween forecast coming up right after this.